Hello, hello, hello. Angel of Galaxite, back with some more channeled messages. I do hope you're all doing well and life's treating you kindly. Thank you so much for clicking on my new channel. As always, any support is very much appreciated. Please like, subscribe, comment. Subscribing is free, guys, because this really helps with the algorithm. And as you know, I'm into the 4th month now, so a bit of a newbie still. And that would really help. So thank you. Remember, as I always say, Spirit works through us in mystical and mysterious ways. And these messages may not go directly to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. It could be their love lost one, or a situation around you or them. You just may be this heavenly post person delivering communication where it needs to go. Now, if I say male or female, remember we have both aspects, the divine feminine and masculine. So please take it as it resonates. Okay, where are we going? Alright, thank you to all my new subscribers and old, and everyone who keeps coming back. And just remember, souls piggyback on one particular message, so if this message means something to you, and even just a tiny little bit of it, it's a message within a message where your loved one has nudged his or her way in, just to tell you they're still around. Alright. If the names and the dates don't resonate, don't worry about that. It could be people watching, people in your environment, people you work with, the shopkeeper. Could be people on the other side that you don't even know who are guiding you. But anyway, all the people, attached to this message, of course. Right. Okay. So, right off the back. I have a lady who seems to be screaming in my ear. Gosh, her voice is so high-pitched. Oh, it'd be handy if you could take it down a notch. Alright. Alright. They do that so that, you know that if this person was like that, then, it's your person. Or maybe once you hear the message. So I'm hearing she is free. It is all over. She's in the light and no longer needs to hide. Oh my gosh, she's finally found herself again in a place of happiness and peace. And she really now understands clearly that she is in the light and no longer is afraid. Oh, that's nice. So I'm feeling this lady would have been afraid of everything and refused to leave the house. I don't know, I'm feeling of something will happen if I did, Thinking really the worst. Yeah, I feel like she really wanted to break free. But she could never quite get there, bless her. And she's telling you, please do not worry. As she can walk in the sunshine now. She's met all types of people. And she's feeling more alive than when she was alive. Oh. She's telling me that she was shown how this fear had stopped her from experiencing so many fabulous opportunities. Could have been around about 10 to 12 years, But she didn't leave her house. Unless she really had to, but that was very rare. So I'm feeling... Okay. No, I'm hearing the name Arthur. So she's with somebody named Arthur. And this could be a grandpa link. Be different for everyone. And there's a feeling of this fear. It's a soul memory that was deep embedded in her spiritual body. Oh God, it was really traumatic and frightful. So she was here in this lifetime to work through these phobias and fears from a prior lifetime. And she's saying, I didn't succeed. But that's okay. Alright, so I believe she was agoraphobic. feeling boxed in, but just couldn't shift these feelings and thoughts. She didn't really enjoy this incarnation. I've got a feeling she's talking to a daughter here, and he's very proud of something you have just overcome. Yourself. And I'm hearing she could have been a single parent, or you may be a single parent, okay? I know that's a tough job. This lady enjoyed films, I'm being told, and says they were a godsend for her at these times. It felt safe to watch other people and go through other people's issues and dramas without having to actually be outside. I never think about that. No. Just showing me a really lovely image now, skipping through a beautiful garden full of flowers. She's just stopped to pick a flower to present to you. This flower's pink. I'm being told right now that it's your favourite colour. I'm hearing Amy, Anne-Marie, Zara, Beth, and Cheryl with that. Thank you very much. So my second message, alright, is from someone called Neil. He's talking about a cabin in the woods and the lovely memories he had with you. He's very happy for the long, happy union you shared. Don't know why I said reunion. Maybe there's a reunion coming up for you with someone. He wants you to know his soul is with you. And just as a bee goes pollinating from flower to flower, know that his message is reaching more than just you. So you might want to reach a large group of people with this. Yeah, and he wants you to know and keep in mind that love never dies. In some ways it's so much stronger than you can ever imagine. So my love, know my soul is with you when you see a bee, especially in a random spot. So they can manipulate the energy, you see, around that. He says he misses your cuddles, the way you would whisper sweet nothings in his ear. And he's telling me he was so very fortunate to share all the good times that you had. Feeling March, so March could be relevant. And I'm feeling he would have had lots of energy. And there was something about your eyes that he fell in love with. Thank you, Neil. Okay, I haven't got a name with that, funny. Wonder why. Oh. So my next message is, hello. I'm hearing hello, hello, hello. And I've got the name. She's telling me my name is Clara. Clara, okay. Maybe she repeated things a few times in her speech, you know. Hello, hello, you know. Oh, I'm Clara, Clara. Yeah. So, she's telling me she left in the 80s due, trigger warning, to lung disease. I just want to let my family know that I am aware and touched by the loving remembrance speech. I don't know if she's got through to you then, because that's quite a long time, but anyway, maybe there's something going on where you've made a remembrance speech. Yeah, it made me so happy. Maybe. She wants you to know that she attends all the celebrations, and that she misses you all. She'd like to point out that she's proud of you all. And on the whole, things are running smoothly for each of you at last. I'm seeing like now a really big large house, 2 cars parked outside. and a decent sized garden. There's definitely a shed there and a pebbled area. March comes to mind. September may be relevant too. So take the dates, names and everything if they belong to you, or just leave them for someone else to enjoy. I have James Dennis Barnes, so that's the last name. Smith again, Price, Alicia, Jen, and the last name of Golden, or Golden may mean something, okay. And she's saying, just remember everyone, we love to be remembered on the other side. None of us want to be forgotten, so keep our memories alive. All right, thank you for that. It's just a quick pop in there. Here we go, next message. Claire wants you to know the way to resolve this issue is to place a direct, powerful energy into it. Now is not the time to stand there and wait. Reach out and negotiate with those more powerful, those who are in a more powerful position, than you. Yeah, these people will become perfect allies for you. And I've got the name Martin with that. Okay, quick message then. Next. Okay, so I've got a lovely lady who is insisting that you should take a closer look at who you are accusing, as you are being misled. Oh dear. Make sure you have proof before you go in, guns a-blazing. Just wanted to save you from the embarrassment. Love, Sharon. Okay. Next message. And I've got a lady called Zena who wants her family to know she's resting well. She was aware of all the kind spoken words and is eternally grateful for all the care and love that was shown throughout her illness. Loved all the little details that were added to her send-off. Be happy for me and live life as though it's your last day. I hear 6 family members are with her on the other side, and they're all making this fabulous big fuss of her. I'm being shown, trigger warning, arteries with this message, and she's sending beautiful kisses. Alright, thank you. The name Anita as well with that. I'm not sure why. Nor, maybe. Nor. No. Okay. Right, so let's go into our next message, shall we? Okay. So this loved one is playing a song in my head and wants to send a message to her partner. Oh, he's telling me that he cannot think of anyone else he would have rather been with, or anything else he'd rather do if it didn't include you. You were so very close. So this is part of a song, remember? Souls will use a song to come through and give a message to who needs to hear it. He loved to hear you sing, and a reference to singing your name so may have some relevance, especially when you guys did your thing, or do the things you did. Would have been a very passionate relationship, I feel that strongly, although it could be volatile at times. It kept a certain type of excitement. You were on your toes, so lively, keeping each other sprung. Also a reference to keep me running back to him, so no one else could fulfill you like him. One of you were quite fiery and argumentative, like a volcano erupting, I'm hearing at times. Jeez. And that's what I'm really hearing. Wow. Okay. Explosive. When you heard a rumble, you knew to run for the hills and prepare, You're hearing him laughing. When he's close, just one touch is all it takes to make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. So there's no difference than when he was here on earth. So you'll feel that slight tingling round your neck. Hairs may stand up, like he said. So when we think about... So this song, Sexy Love, may have been a memory. Something that you both shared. You know, you may have met when it was playing, or you may have played it, or had fun dancing to it, or been silly, or even been romantic. Okay. Nice. 2006 may be relevant as well with this message. So he's telling me he was addicted to you. And you were like the sweetest drug. Just enough, still too much. You may have called him a big softy, and he would have had a longer face, I'm feeling. Facial hair, full brows, dark hair, yeah, I'm feeling dark hair, and long fingers. And I'm also seeing a wristwatch, so that could be relevant. He tells me he was pretty much into material goals, liked to feel safe and secure, so knew that he would not overspend, but liked the good life, and he would have spoiled you. He may have had a tendency to exaggerate and make assumptions, and speak before he knew the fact. I've love to you. You're still my sexy love. And I'm hearing Sean, Robert, Howie, Graham, Gerald, Mike, Blaine, Mella, Harris, and I've got the initials B and A, N and F, and S and F. Okay, thank you for that. So, today's angel number is 155. It is essential that you make positive changes in your life. You've had enough of this present situation. Now it's time to take charge and do things your way. Healing words of the angels is 347. Surrender and release to us whatever is worrying or bothering you even. And we will take it to the light for healing and transmutation. I want to talk a little bit about words about grieving. So did you both dream of going on a cruise, for instance? Did you talk about listening to that French language course that you both purchased together? Did you plan to organise your family photos? These activities can still be pursued as a way to share your love in a whole new way. Your life continues, and loved ones would fill your heart with joy. Sorry, I've just got interrupted there. Sorry, someone's trying to tell me so it's okay. All right, thank you. Of taking action towards your dreams. Sorry about that. Whether you invite another good friend on the cruise or go by yourself, for example, know that your loved one will be accompanying you. Sorry about that. Can you wait a minute? Okay. All right, I've got someone called Kane here who was interrupting, and he wants to tell his mum he's doing well and taken up reading on the other side. I know he's saying shock. He hated to read, could never quite concentrate enough or be patient enough to remain still for long enough. All right, thank you for that, Kane. Do we have a name for your mother? I'm hearing Diana. All right. Tell her I love her and I'm safe and happy. All right, thank you. All right. So my next message I'm hearing. Oh, okay. I have often regretted my speech, never my silence. Okay. Alright, so they want me to go to my signs today. So my signs today was a paper bag which said, packed. It stated, better for the farmer, better for the planet, and better for you. But this lady who's coming in wants to change it to better for you, better for family, and better for the objects to stay intact around me. Ooh, explosive. The next item was a white box with a yellow trim which stated, simply better, and wish she could have had a fresh approach to losing her temper and then crucifying anyone in earshot. Oh, dear. So I remember soon after that I had to giggle as painted on the floor in capital letters were, keep clear, no access. So I guess this says it all. I thought as I glanced up, and then I sort of saw this car which had a black plastic box on the roof. I don't know what you call them, you know, that contain things, do they? Which said Exodus. So as soon as she opened her mouth, there may have been a mass departure. Whoa. Fiery lady. So can anyone take this lady? I hear Chanel. So maybe a name. Or like Chanel products. I'm not sure. Is that your name? That's interesting, because I'm just thinking about something I passed on the floor today, which was a makeup brush on the floor, and it had Chanel on it. I didn't really think much of it, to be fair. Anyway, my last sign were lots of Sucky's yogurt containers on the floor, which say no nasties. So it truly sucked that she was so nasty when angry, and in her words, run her mouth. Always inappropriate and unwise. Most of the time, saying things without much thought or consideration. Okay. Anyway, she's learnt over there just how damaging her actions were to many, even those she loved. Antagonistic, she's saying. She didn't have any restraint and should have been more careful when choosing her words. Anyway, I'm hearing Bailey. Last name could be, I don't know, maybe relevant, maybe an animal in your environment. Who knows, eh? G and A is initials, S and T, A and G, A and W, T and N, E and G, S and W, W and N, A and N, A and A. You can mix them up if, you know, but they're there if your initials are there. We have Ralph, Elizabeth, Sherry, Jane, Diane, Haley, Susan, Trinity. Got the last name Ball, Franks. Okay, and Doyle. Thank you for that. All right. Okay. I think that's it there. Thank you very much. Wait. My cards I pulled today. So we have the Angel of Travel. So I'm going to read this for you. You will be safe and protected during your journey. You have drawn this card because your Angel of Travel is letting you know that he will be accompanying and protect you during your journey. You may be about to embark on an overseas trip, travelling to a distant location, or simply going to work or school or visiting friends or loved ones. However long or short the journey is, know in your heart that you are protected by your own personal Angel of Travel. Your angel is with you to ensure that you have a safe, fun and enjoyable journey. If you are travelling by air, Visualize your angel sitting on one of the wings of the plane, guiding and protecting you through bad weather, turbulence or danger during your flight. If you are traveling by sea, visualize your angel keeping your boat afloat and safe from any submerged obstacles, bad weather, challenging seas or other dangers. If you're traveling by car, visualize your angel sitting in the passenger seat, protecting you from any risks you may encounter on the road. Or you may wish to visualize your angel sitting on top of the vehicle, guiding and protecting you and your loved ones during your journey. If you are traveling by foot, visualize your angel walking by your side, protecting you every step of the way. You may wish to imagine your angel protecting and enveloping you with his powerful wings. If you have a loved ones or family members about to embark on a journey, you can also share your angel of travel with them and ask your angel to keep them safe during their journey. And an affirmation for that would be, I am safe and protected during my journey. I am grateful that my angel of travel is accompanying me wherever I go. I know I'll arrive safely at my destination. Okay, so next card I've got out is black, and that is find richness from the dark night of the soul. So when I think of black, I always think about protection and strength, and also it is retreat. So if you're going away, there is a retreat here. So when we go through, the dark night of the soul, which many of us do, I think all of us do really at some points in our life, what you're going to gain is wisdom, and you'll emerge from the other side so much better. A bit like when you go on a trip away, you come back and you feel energized and you feel like you understand a whole lot more. Sometimes you can settle back into life. I mean, sometimes it can be a little bit like you didn't want to come back, and when you do come back, you have to face reality. But I think with the dark night of the soul, you are facing reality, going through all of that. And I think this is what this card is saying, really. Yeah, when you think about black, it dissolves the old, yeah. And it's welcoming in the new. So just give yourself permission to connect to the black ray, and it can guide you to the gifts which lie within this shadow. Visualize yourself in darkness and ask for divine wisdom to show you what you need to learn from the shadow, and receive its gifts to strengthen your faith. And say, Divine Spirit, infuse me with the strength, wisdom and courage to connect to and learn from the shadow aspect of myself. Now obviously this could be just a journey in the mind here as well, but often the dark night of the soul is a bit of everything. It can crucify you sometimes. Just when you get into the end, you think you can't take no more, and then suddenly you feel like the light has arrived, this angel has arrived, but yeah. Okay, and the last card, I don't know how much time I've got left, so I'm trying to rush, is Tiger's Eye. So, now this is a masculine energy, because it's in its raw, rough form. So that's how we are sometimes, isn't it? When we're going through this, it's just so raw and rough, and we're just, how can I do this? But it's teaching us as well to be strong, so you've had that strength to get through this, which is fabulous. It can also talk about grounding, so maybe you need to ground yourself now that you've been through all that and you've come out the other side, a little bit battered and bruised, so to speak, but you have, you've been protected throughout it. Look at this beautiful angel. And even though there's conflict and there's such a resolution now and balance coming to this conflict, you'll feel energized. You'll have this courage to go on and do more. And also this can, funnily enough, talk about safe travel, and we've talked about travel here, which is interesting. But whoever I'm speaking to here, you are very much guided by the angelic realm. But it is overcoming fears, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot that you needed to be taught, and this is a crystal that does that. I don't know